What is going on, FishAholic fam? My name is Rich, and welcome back to the FishAholic Fishing YouTube channel. Right now, I am heading out, hopefully offshore, if the sea conditions look good. And we're supposed to have a bunch of rain offshore, but I'm hoping that it kind of pushes south, and based on the radar, it looks like it's going to do that. And that's why I decided to launch a little bit further north out of Fort Pierce. And also, today is the one and only day that red snapper season is open for the 2024 fishing season. So the goal is to try and get one keeper red snapper, which is all that I'm allowed to take, and then I'll be stoked to take home whatever else that I catch that's delicious, or I'll be stoked to catch whatever else is willing to bite. So stay tuned. I will see you guys hopefully out offshore on the ocean. Alright guys, I decided to make a quick pit stop at this channel marker to see if we could speaky up some like 3 to 6 inch baits. And before we left the inlet, I did throw the cast net, and I caught like maybe 3 dozen, 4 dozen, like 3 to 4 inch pilchards. So I got them in the well, and those will be good for, I think, smaller size snapper. But I really would like, you know, some baits like that I think will be perfect for some larger ones. Oh, look at those perfect baits. I got 2 of these little micro jacks. And red snapper do like eating small Bluerunners, and these kind of are gonna look like that, you know, down 200 feet. Another good bait here, a little thorn belly. Well, I was catching bait until this guy showed up and pulled in front of me. Let's keep moving offshore. All right, we made it to the first spot that I want to try. I've only fished here 2 other times with my buddy Taylor, so this is the first time that I'm actually fishing this spot with my boat. And I've only caught tuna, sailfish, and mahi here, but there is some really awesome bottom structure. And the 2 other times that I fished here, unfortunately, there's been like a ton of current, so I've not really been able to effectively fish the bottom. So I'm hoping today we'll have a chance. But before we start dropping down to catch something, I'm just going to put my sea equalizer descending device on this setup here. So if we catch a short snapper or a grouper that's out of season, or, you know, short grouper, or anything that we catch off the bottom that gets some barotrauma, then we'll have to use this to
descend that fish back down safely to the bottom. And it's actually required by law when bottom fishing to have one of these on board, and as well as a venting tool. And I think for this first drift, I'm gonna try dropping down a Nomad Vibe. Something like that. Maybe I'll also pull out one of these nice looking Squid Trex vibes. And also, by the way, huge shout out to Nomad Design for partnering up with me for the 2024 season. And I'm going to be fishing a lot of their great products throughout this year, and hopefully for more years to come. And if you guys want to check out any of the products, I'll put links down in the description. And I think other than just catching a red snapper period today, I think one of our goals is to try and see if we can get something cool on maybe one of these Nomad lures. So we're in 153 feet of water. We'll do a couple drifts, jigging the lures, and then if we don't catch anything or get what we're after, we'll have to start sending some bait down. Come on, fish. Come on. Give me at least a bump. I'm going over a couple really nice humps right now. And I can't believe that me and my buddy Taylor, who I fished here twice with now, we've never caught anything off the bottom, but it just looks so good. Like, I know that there's fish down there. I'm marking them, and you know, I don't know what the structure is. It could just be like a coral rock pile. Red snapper have to be 20 inches to keep, and we're allowed one. Oh, got something here. There he is. Oh man, this is a really good fish here. Oh, no, 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 don't go into the bottom, don't go into the bottom. Wow. Whew. What did I just hook here? I only got 30-pound leader, so I got to be gentle with this fish. Dang, son, it's heavy. I hope it's not a shark. There's one other thing that my buddy and I have caught here off the bottom, and that's just sharks. And I've had them hit this vibe lure before, and based on how heavy it is, it's probably not a snapper unless it's like a 20-pound red snapper. Look how much he dumped on this little 5,000 BGMQ. Jesus, we're gonna be here for a while. Jeez, man. Dang, son. I'm guessing either a big AJ or a shark. Oh man, this fish is still going. Oh man. Whew. I still got a lot of line to put back on this reel. Why couldn't it have been just a little 20-inch snapper? kind of hope if it's a shark that it just gets cut off. But since it hasn't yet, and we're about like 10 minutes into the fight, I'm assuming it's a big AJ. Dang, son. Come on. Strong fish. Oh no, she's taking all the line bag out. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm really surprised this 30-pound leader is holding out. Every time I'm pulling up, I'm kind of cupping the spool a little bit just so I can gain some line. I'm almost there. Come on, I can't wait to see the leader. And then I'll probably be able to at least see the fish. Oh, we got color. Oh, it's not a shark. It is a pretty big AJ for such light tackle. Got him. Woo! Oh man, not a bad AJ right there. Let's get a quick measure on her. 0, and the tip of the tail is right there on 47 inches. All right, let's go back up for another drift. And I guess we'll try that again. Maybe I'll try jigging it like less aggressive right on the bottom. And I can't believe it, we drifted like 3/4 of a mile, if not a mile, it looks like, from where we hooked that fish. That was a long battle. Let's keep it going though, stay tuned. My leader seems okay, the hooks are fine, and the split rings. So we're drifting that way, so that's why I cast it up drift, so that this has time to get to the bottom, like right underneath me. I think I just hit bottom. I'm gonna try jigging it a little bit easier, and maybe that'll entice a snapper and keep the AJs away. Ooh, marking a bunch of stuff right on the bottom there. That looks like snapper. It's like something smaller. Come on, be red, snapper. Be red, snappers. Nothing on our second drift. I'm gonna try switching colors for the next drift. It's a very short drift over the spot that I'm working. It's only probably like a 100-yard drift where I'm expecting to get bites. Let's try this color. Oh, there was another fish. Hit it right on the bottom. That kind of felt like a snapper too. It definitely wasn't any AJ. right, nothing on that last drift with the vibe. So I think it's time to try some bait. Let's try an 8-ounce sinker. This little guy should not last long. I think I got something on here. There he is. Oh, did I lose him? Dang, son. Huh, I still have my little bait. Look at that. He's ready to go for the next drift. This next drift, I'm gonna try a little bit heavier sinker. The wind kind of kicked up just slightly, so we're drifting a little bit faster. This will also make it easier to maintain bottom contact. Oh, something hit it on the drop. Oh man. What do I got here? Oh, a sailfish on the Bluerunner. No way. Woo, that's crazy. Pretty insane. Little sailfish on the Bluerunner on the drop. Woo, look at him go. Oh my God, he's coming at me. Jesus. I'm surprised he even hit this with how short my 50-pound leader is, and with a 12-ounce sinker right up from it. That's the beauty of South Florida fishing for you right here. Oh, dang, son. What? Look at this crazy fish. Dang, man, he is going berserk. Look at him. I turned the boat towards him because I wanted to separate the distance between us, because there's a couple other guys drifting this area, and if I'm really stretched out, they could go over the line and cut me off. I'm actually really stoked to get a sail today because I got these new Nomad design gloves that I can put to the test to grab the bill. There's my sinker. We got this bad boy right next to the boat. Oh man, he is gorgeous. You done, buddy? Well, let's see if I can grab him. Oh, I got him. Nice. Oh, come on, come on, come on. The hook is out. What a beauty. Let's put the engine in gear so we can drag this fish to revive her. All right, guys, here's one closer look. Look at that beautiful sailfish. This Just gotta put her back in the water quick. Keep dragging her until she tells me that she's ready to go.
So after catching that sailfish, I fished a little bit longer on the same spot, but unfortunately, I could not get another fish. So I decided to start bouncing around. I fished a couple spots that I have fished before, and then I also found some new spots that looked really good. But no matter what I tried, I just couldn't catch anything great. The only other fish that I caught for the rest of the day were some grunts and some Bluerunners, and that was about it.
Bluerunner. All right, guys, well, today was not great in terms of red snapper or any kind of snapper. By the time I started coming a little shallower to try and catch mangrove snapper and maybe like a possible mutton snapper, and I also don't really have a whole lot of mangrove and mutton snapper spots in this area. I launched out of Fort Pierce today, and I know I have more knowledge of some like further offshore spots, like 150 feet and deeper. So since we got back to like the 100-foot range, I bounced around all over, and there is one spot that I have caught some decent mangroves on with my buddy Taylor, but it was too rough when I tried fishing it, and we were out like much further than where I am now. Now I'm in like 50 feet of water, and I just had two baits down on the bottom and got smoked right away, but I think they were just nurse sharks because it was just like really dead heavy weight, you know, pulling around a little bit, and like I had no shot of lifting them up with my snapper rod. And I think I'm just gonna call it. Unfortunately, we could not get a red snapper on the one day that red snapper season is open. And maybe next year I'll try fishing a little bit further north. I know a lot of guys go out of Sebastian for a red snapper on the one day that the season is open, and maybe that'll increase our chances. There's also one other spot further offshore that was a little bit to the south that I've caught red snapper at, but sadly I couldn't make it to that spot today because of just the southwest wind. By the time we got to that spot where we got the AJ and the sailfish, the wind cranked up too much out of the south for me to like even attempt to try to get further south to that one spot that potentially we could have caught a red snapper at. And I've caught some small red snapper at a Stewart, but nothing crazy. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Although it wasn't very snappery, I still thought that was really cool that we jigged up that 47-inch AJ on the Nomad Vibe. And then that was the first sailfish that I've caught on my snapper setup here before. So that was really cool and kind of surprising. And I bet you if we spent some time fishing for pelagics, like, you know, or we spent most of the day, say, drifting and fishing suspending baits, I bet you we probably would have caught one or two more sailfish, or maybe even a tuna. But I spent a lot of time just trying to work the bottom because I was after that snapper after all. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please smash the like button, hit that subscribe button down below, and I hope to see you all in the next episode. And like always, live to fish, fish to live.